In 1997, 20th Century Fox was set to make a live-action adaptation of The Man Without Fear. They even had director Chris Columbus from Home Alone and Harry Potter fame set to direct. But after many, and I mean many problems, every plan fell through to make this movie. It wasn't until Sam Raimi's Spider-Man that gave Fox the confidence to finally produce the film. Kevin Feige went on record in saying he was so impressed with the script, he felt it was one of the strongest scripts Marvel had ever received. But when Daredevil released, despite making a large amount of money in the box office, it was one of the most critically panned movies of the year. In this video, we'll be talking about why Marvel's most edgy movie aged so badly. This movie is the origin story of Matt Murdock and him becoming more than a vigilante. He doesn't want to be seen as the bad guy. He wants to be the light in Hell's Kitchen? Wait, this sounds familiar. You can tell this movie is trying to be edgy, but it's just so over the top that it's comical. It really puts all its cards in trying to be the most edgy superhero movie you've ever seen. Crappy dark color grading that's synonymous with the early 2000s sexual metal music, one-liners, and leather. My god, the leather. Listen, Daredevil's suit looks bad, and there's one fix that makes a whole world of difference, and that would be the collar. The whole movie has an open collar for some reason, and it just looks goofy and weird. But by the end of the movie, he closes his collar and suddenly the suit looks 10 times better. A lot of people have a problem with this suit, and besides it just being the leather fad of the early 2000s superhero movies, I'm sure a lot of people don't like it because subconsciously it's the collar being open. When rewatching this movie, by the time it was the end of the movie, I was shocked because I suddenly saw a huge difference and liked his outfit, and I just couldn't tell why. And when actually looking into it, I just realized all they did was zip up the collar. I had no clue why they wanted Ben Affleck's chest to be out the whole movie, but when they closed the collar, suddenly it just looked so good. Another crappy outfit besides Elektra's is Bullseye. I love his classic outfit from the comics, and I love how they incorporated the target on his head, but Jesus, was this a terrible attempt. All black with a leather long coat, just why? Now, at the time, I can admit I thought it looked really dope. I loved his coat, and I loved playing superheroes with my siblings, and I definitely had a huge leather coat on. But it was more of just a product of a time with Blade and the Matrix being so popular. You know, black coats were just really in. But looking back as an adult, this just looks so stupid. And not only was his costume stupid, but also how he acted. Bullseye has never been the most sound of mind character, but he's just so over the top goofy, and when you're being in such a gritty and edgelord movie, it just doesn't fit. Don't get me wrong, I love Colin Farrell and I think he's a great actor, but this just wasn't it, and I don't want to blame him. I really want to blame the writing and direction for why he's so over the top, but they definitely tried to make him seem way more cool than what he really was. Colin wasn't the only actor with less stellar performances. Ben is a great actor in general, and in this, he's just good. There weren't really any good parts of the movie where I was convinced he was giving a good performance, but he also didn't give a bad one either. He's the serious Daredevil, but also the goofy, quick-witted Matt Murdock, but that was the only thing notable in this performance. Jennifer Garner's in this movie, and yeah. Okay. There was one performance I really did like, and no, it's not Favreau basically playing another version of Happy. The standout performance would have to be Michael Clarke Duncan. I love his performance as a brooding kingpin. He just has the swagger to him, the way he stands, talks, dresses. As a kid, I remember seeing him and being blown away, and he's always stuck by me as a kingpin. This movie was a fun watch because you randomly get to see cameos from Kevin Smith, Frank Miller, and hell, even Coolio. It was also fun seeing Prime Hector Salamanca before he started ripping it. Or AJ as a bully before he decided to take a swim. Overall, this movie is definitely a product of its time, and for all the money that was put into this, I don't see why it's so bad. It really comes down to the writing, direction, camera work, editing, and visual effects. So, Yeah, everything. It's seriously bad on so many levels. I never really say this, but this is probably a movie you can live without ever seeing in your life, and it's probably better if you don't know about it, so, sorry for this video. It's just incredibly boring and honestly felt like a chore to watch this. I had to split my viewing experience into 2 sessions because I genuinely did not have the energy to watch it. I have no idea how they made a spin-off, which is even worse, by the way. Was everyone blind to making this film and how bad it was? Besides Ben. At least he can admit it. Well, guys, I would love to hear your opinions on this movie, if you think it holds up somehow, or if it doesn't. I just want to hear your opinions on it. I would like to see if anyone has any rose-tinted glasses with this movie. I hope not. But anyway, guys, my name is Comics, and this is AVT, and I'm out. Peace.